Good evening, all of you. So,
Then
it is a pleasure to organize a session on behalf of the Institutions Innovation Council 3.0 from Department of Mechanical Engineering. So, I am the coordinator of startup activity. I am Dr. B. Vijay Kumar, professor in HOD and coordinator of startup IIC startup activity. So, on behalf of the IIC startup activity, so we are organizing the many activities and the motivational activities, inspirational activities, and self-driven activities. So, in continuation of these activities, so today we are organizing an activity that is My Story motivational session by successful startup founder. The resource person is Mr. N. Sai Kiran, who is Chief Technical Officer, Society of Mechanical and Automotive Engineers. So uh, it is a great fortunate to have the a young and dynamic the startup and entrepreneur. He is the alumni of our college, so he was the excellent and extraordinary student, and they were started the startup and they had experience their successful story, and he would like to share with you, and this will be going to a lot of motivation and to become an entrepreneurs and to start the startups. So on this occasion, on behalf of IIC startup activity from Department of Mechanical Engineering, I would like to invite Mr. N. Sai Kiran to share his experience and to motivate our students. Please, I welcome Mr. N. Sai Kiran.
thank you, sir. First of all, I thank the Gunanak management and yourself for inviting me and giving me this great opportunity to motivate the students. So first of all, like myself, Sai Kiran Neela, I'm the alumni of GNI and I'm the co-founder and chief technical officer of SMI, Society of Mechanical and Automotive Engineers. So before starting the session and my journey, I would like to introduce my organization to you all. So our organization is Society of Mechanical and Automotive Engineers. So we have started this organization in 2017 while we were in our final year. So these are our primary mission was to eradicate the gap between the industry and the colleges. So if you can see that the syllabus in the colleges is different and the industrial expectations are completely different. In order to overcome that, some of the activities and practical oriented learning is important for all students. In order to do so, we have started this organization, and this is our technical committee, advisory committee, and our editorial board. And the activities which are done in our organization are different design challenges, industrial trainings and internships, conferences, field trips, technical workshops, and different student chapters. So some of our student chapters are Sri Indu, CMR, Anurag, and these are the images of some of the technical workshop which we have conducted. And we have, apart from this technical workshop, we have also conducted some industrial training sessions. So where we will give the hands-on training to the students on the design and development of the go-kart. So here are some of the images of the training sessions which we have conducted. And even we have conducted some internships with the students to get the industry experience. And apart from the engineering students, we are also keen that if a student at the school age learns something, they can innovate more in the college life. So further, for the same reason, we have conducted a 7-day summer upskill program for the school students. And this is the image of the champions of our go-kart competition, which is a national level competition. So this is the season 1, season 2, 3, and 4. And now what we are planning is to introduce the electrical category in this competition. Because nowadays, if we see recently KTSR has implemented new policies for the electrical vehicle and offered many boons for the people who produce and who buy the electrical vehicles. In order to impart that knowledge, we we are also planning to start the e-vehicles, the competition. So first of all, I will start the session from my student life where I got the motivation to start this startup. So in my college life, apart from the studies and all, there are two things which motivated me. One is Students Association of Mechanical Students Association of Mechanical Engineering, which were the initiative from my HOD sir and JN sir, and other is Team Super Ignite, which was one other initiative from HOD sir and Himam sir. So through which we have learnt many capabilities. Coming to the SAME, there we have learnt many things like how we need to do the documentation, how to prepare minutes, how to give the schedulings and all. So people may think like if we do this extracurricular activities, what we get, we may lose time and we may lose marks. But if we come to the reality, apart from the technical skills, you need to have the management skills and communication skills. So through this SAME, I have learned many managerial skills, how to deal with the people, how to schedule the things, how to prepare the Excel sheet, minutes of meeting and all. One more thing is Team Super Ignite. So through Team Super Ignite, we have designed and fabricated our own vehicle and we have become the champions. So firstly, when I was in third year, I was joined in my seniors team. So when I have joined it in the first week, I didn't attend the sessions and trainings due to my health condition. After that, what happened was they rejected me and they removed me out of the team. But I didn't got demotivated. In the next year, again, I have applied for the team. I have joined with the team and I became the team manager of the team. So like when you participate in this kind of team activities, you will get to know how to deal with the people, how each other behaves, and how to collaborate in the teamwork. If you see in Team Super Ignite, there are 25 people, and there are five different departments and five heads for the different departments, and you need to have coordination between each and everyone. So where you can learn good management skills. There I have developed a good motive. So sometimes we need to meet the deadlines and we need to send good emails and good presentations. And through which we have made a vehicle and participated in the competition. And out of 187 teams, we were the first. So after that, I got a thought. See, if you see nowadays, even now, whatever the institutions or educational training institutes are there, if you see, most of them are from North India and all are founded by the people from LPU and all. So there we have got a motive. Why only North Indian people doing these things? What are we lagging? Why don't we start ourselves and promote the technical education here? With that motive, we have got 7 people together and with the same interest, and we have started the organization. There the seed has come. So whenever you are doing some activity, just don't be like, okay, we have participated in something and we have learned that. Even you need to think, okay, how they are organizing these things. What will they get if they organize it? Why don't we do the same thing? So with that motive, we thought if they can, why can't we? So with that motive, we have started this organization. So when we have started this organization, we don't know what to do. So our thing was, okay, we will also start some organization where we can give internships, training sessions, workshops and all. See, but as a final year graduates, we can't teach the students, right? Because they need some expertise. So for that, what we have done, we have searched the internet. If you see LinkedIn and all, you can find the expert people. So through through that we have searched the people and mailed them, talked to them, and through that we have got the experts on board. So first of all, I will tell how to start a organization. So if you can see if you want to start an organization, first of all you need to have the knowledge of different types of organizations available. So there are different like partnership film company, limited liability corporation. So what happens with respect to the different types of films, you will have a separate advantages and disadvantages with each and everything. Suppose you are thinking of establishing some cement factory. For that, you have some pros and cons in something. So with respect to that, first you need to decide that okay, we have to do this kind of activities. So if we establish a company, these are the things, and if you establish a partnership, these are the things. With respect to that, you need to come to a conclusion. And not only this registration. So if you want to get into the people, you need to have a website, social media networks, and some logos for branding and some organization name. And whenever you are establishing an organization name, it should not be the one which is matching with the others. Suppose you have kept a name which is similar to the other organization. So people may think that okay, this is the same organization, this is not the new one. So you need to be careful while selecting the names of the organization, and you need to check whether some words are there or not. Suppose if you have any words like society in the organization, it should be registered under the Society Acts of Telangana. It can't be registered as company or partnership. So you need to have that. So whenever we want to start an organization, we don't have any money in our hands. But what we have is like zeal to start the organization and the passion. So with that, first we have shortlisted what are the names of the organizations which are there in our country, similar to this field, like RC the industrial training and skill development startup. So with respect to that, we have filtered the organizations and we have came into the conclusion for a name, Society of Mechanical and Automotive Engineers. So which is matching with the no one. So first we have done this, and next thing is we need to design a website and logos for that. So for that, what we have done, if we go to the anyone, if you want to design a website, then they will charge us 20,000 to 25,000, and if you want to design a logo, 10,000 to 15,000 will be charged. But at the starting time, we won't be having good funds. For that, what we have done is like one of our founding member has learned those skills, and he himself has designed our website and the logos. So if you see the present logos in the presentation, is SMAE logo and SKDC logo, both were designed by ourselves. And if you can see our website SKDC and SMAE, those are also designed by ourselves. So whenever you are coming into some new field, you need to learn the things irrespective of whether they belong to your field or other field, so that your investment will be reduced and burden will be also reduced. See, suppose if you depend on some other person for some work, they may be doing it or they may not be doing it. Sometimes it may get delayed and time might be increased. So in the SMA, first thing which we have started is like students ka design challenge. So it's a competition where students from all over India come to the competition and test their vehicle, which is fabricated and designed by themselves. So for that, what we need the students from different colleges. So whenever you are establishing a new organization, so no one will trust you. If you go to a college and tell that, okay, we have established the students' card design challenge, we want to conduct a competition. We invite you to our college. We invite you to competition. So what will they say? You are a new organization. How can we trust you? If you can take our money and you may not conduct the event, or you don't have any rating now. How can we trust you? These are the things that will be faced by you people if you start a new startup. But you should not give away. So there will be many ups and downs. If there are 20% ups, 80% will be downs. So you should not be demotivated, and you should continue the way what you are doing. So if you have a good goal and passion, you can do everything. Like even what happens if you see your surroundings and your family, they will also say that okay, don't do this. Why are you doing that? If you can join a job, you will get a fixed salary. Why doing this risky things and investing money? So all these things will be listened by us. But you should not give away, and you should strive for the thing. So first of all, we need to have a team. What we have done, we have listed out all the colleges, and we have took the contact number. So if you call to the contact number in uh, in our India, 50% of the contact numbers which are in the websites are not reachable or they won't be lifted. So there will be also some demotivation for us. So even though it happens, we need to what we need to target is like if we target for the 10, at least one should be successful. This is happens everywhere in the marketing. You should not think like okay, I have contacted 10 people, only one or two responded, it won't be successful. You should not think like that. So it happens in the market. If you aim for the 10, only you will get one or two. It is also a positive thing. Many people think that okay, it's going negatively, we are not getting any offers like that. But it's not the thing. So we have contacted each and everyone, and we have visited all the colleges in Hyderabad and some reputed colleges in Andhra Pradesh and all. With all those things, finally we have got 18 registered teams for the first competition. So what happened? We have the team, but what other things we need to do? We need to have some technical people, because whenever you are conducting a competition, you need judges. So judges need to have some expertise. For that, what we have done is like we have contacted the judges whom they have judged when we have participated in the competitions, and you have some contacts of our seniors. If we see, we have in Guru Nanak there are two colleges, and some other college people are participating in SIE. So they too have good knowledge, and even the seniors of our good knowledge. We have approached them and we have invited them as the judges, because they are in the industry for 2 to 3 years and they have learned many things. So they have shared their experience, and with that experience, like we have taken them as judges, and we have invited other judges from New Delhi, Jamshedpur, and all. So with that, we have got the judges. And other thing, what the thing is like, other thing is like there are 18 teams, and each team has 25 members, so which constitute around 400 people. And as it is a technical event, 25 people may get some doubts, and for that we need to have some technical assistance. So for that we have WhatsApp and website contact information and email information. So we need to deal with all the things. Parallelly, we need to check for the registrations, and timely we need to give the register. We need to solve the queries, and not only through mail and messages. Even we will get the queries through call. Even we need to answer them. So these are the things, like multitasking is important here. So you won't be having only one work. Like you may be thinking, okay, I will be doing this, and I will only do this, but it won't happen in a startup. You need to do the multiple things. See, if you consider me, like I will be telling the technical queries. I will be looking for the registration, and there will be a lot of paperwork related to the event guidelines and all. And you need to maintain the finances. So all used to be done by only me. And one more thing is like I forgot to say you, like even I use it to work in a company as a regular employee. So I use it to work for 9 to 6 in that company, and after that in the evenings I use it to work on my startup. And not only me, all the people who are in the startup, all are permanent regular employees in other companies, and in their after office times and weekends we use it to work on our startup. Because if you, as it is a first startup, you won't be getting revenue. You need to balance your family and you need to do your work. So for that case, we use it to work in the companies, and we use it to do these activities. Once it is done, and if in the final stage there will be a final event where yeah, where 400 people will be coming to the event, and we are only 7 people. We 7 people need to take care of the 15 judges who will be coming to the event, and also use it to need to deal with the 400 people. And if you see, like you may be thinking like, okay, it's a event, it will be done. But if you check the event, there will be many things. See, for the students, you need to take care of food and other activities. And if we need to provide some shelter for the vehicles, they are called pit stops, and we need to give the electricity facility for them. And then we need to take care of the security of the things. So we will have the we will have to do the multiple things. So here also multitasking comes into play, and you need to take care. And whenever you are doing something, and suppose you want to 10 toes for some activity in the event, you need to go to around 10 people, and you need to take the quotations from them. In the market, what happens is one will charge high and one will charge low. So these are the things need to be done. And finally, like we have concluded the event, and 18 teams have participated in the season one. So in the same manner, like for season two, we have got 28 teams. So you people might be thinking that for season three we will get around 40 teams, but things have completely reversed. So we have got only 20 teams for the season three. So people might be thinking, what happened, what went wrong. So what happens was, whenever you are in the market, there will be competitors for you. So they will be creating some negative publicity in the market. So as we are new to the market, we don't know these things. We thought that okay, what will people do? if we are doing good, we will get the people. But whenever you are in the market, you need to take care of that thing also. So why we got drop in teams from season 2 and season 3 is like our competitors have started publicizing negatively, because if they see that someone is doing good, their customers will be they will be losing their customers, right? Their customers will be transferred to us. So for that reason, whenever you are in the competitive market, you need to take care of your competitors, and you need to see what steps are being taken by your competitors, and you need to be aware about them. And not only that, you need to be regularly active in the social media, because some people may post negatively and all in the social media. Nowadays, even you are seeing even how false the politicians are posting about the one another in the social media. Same thing happens in this startups also. If you are giving a good competition, so you need to be active in that social media and you need to take care of that. So these are the things that will be happened here. And if you see like in our first competition, first season, we have got teams from only 4 states, like Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, and Maharashtra. And now if we see for the season 4, we have got people from around 15 states. And like, if I remember, some of the top, we have got people from some of the top universities like Jamia Millia University from New Delhi, Amity University from Rajasthan, GNA University from Punjab, and University of Punjab, Geetam University Vizag, and Anurag University, Mallareddy University. So whenever we started, like we have got only some local Hyderabad colleges mostly, and 2 to 3 from out of state. But latter stages, our fame has increased, and we have people from around 15 states and from reputed institutions. So this is where like what people thought that many people asked us to give up after season 3, because if there is reduction from 28 to 20, the next season there may be even reduction with people might be in loss. But if you complete it end and season 2 we have got season 4 we have got the 40 teams, so it's double. So here the never give up attitude is important. Hi Madhav, can you mute your mic? Yeah. Okay. So these are the things happen. So you need to be active. If you are active,
Factor, yes. Can you share your poster? Otherwise, your company logo.
yeah,
Screen is
sure.
black.
Okay. Vijay. So these are the things that will happen in the competitive world. So apart from this, like whatever things I have said is all about the students cut event challenge. It's just one of the part in the organization. So apart from this, we have also life membership. So through life membership, like we have got around like 100 to 150 life members. So who will be sharing their thoughts to the people and students who will be helpful for them. So you need to do all the activities parallelly whenever you are doing a thing. If we only concentrate on one thing, you can't develop. So we have parallelly done the students cut design challenge, and as I shown in my first presentation, so we have conducted some training sessions, workshops, internships. So all the activities need to run parallelly, and you need to work full-fledgedly. So whenever you are in your third year and final year, if you involve in this some team activities kind of things, you may learn these things so that it will be useful in your future. So that's where you can learn the things. And one more thing which I want to say is like nowadays I am seeing the present market and the industry. And if you want to survive in the industry, or if you want to be in the startup, the people are seeing like you need to have some mechanical skills. Along with that, you need to have the basic knowledge of Python, MATLAB, and all. So if you have that knowledge only, you can survive in the market, because what's happening was everything is getting automated. So if you have only core mechanical knowledge, that won't be sufficient. So you need to have that IT knowledge along with the mechanical knowledge. so that with your ideas, you can introduce a new thing and you can implement those things there. So that's what like many people are lagging there. So you need to be more more conservative while spending your time, and you need to do the task multiply. And in your third year and final year itself, you should start doing this kind of thing. That's where you can learn the things. Like, do anyone have any questions till now? You can post in the chat like if you have any doubt.
Dear students, you can post your doubts, you can questions, you can interact with the speaker. So it is a very important information. So because already he is in the market, he is working in a Scient Infotech, and a plus parallelly is running the startup. So what are the challenges they are facing? So you can pose the question, and how the technical knowledge is applying, what are the skills are to be flavored. So in that way, you can ask. Feel free, it is offline, online, so don't hesitate to ask. Please share your doubts with the resource person. Otherwise, you can post the questions in the chat box.
Like you can post any questions. Like don't think like it might be a silly one, or people may think why I have asked that. So no need to worry. You can post any doubt what you may have. No questions, guys?
Hello,
Good
good evening,
Yeah.
sir. Sir, myself Jayant
Yeah,
Reddy,
hi.
sir, from mechanical third
Yeah.
year. Sir, we want a clarity about how to start.
Jayant,
James,
your voice was muted.
your mic is muted. Unmute. Okay. Now you start.
Sir, we want the requirements, how we should start a startup, and
Ready?
what permissions and requirements to be done by ourselves and government or any other organization. How to start? We want a clarity about it, sir.
So you are asking about the legal formalities, right?
Yes, sir. Legal formalities and what are the requirements and what we should start or how we should start it, sir.
See, like if you see the Amirpet et al, there are some consultants. So if you go to them, so they will tell you like what are the documents required and all. Basically, if you start any organization, just they need your Aadhaar card, PAN card. That's it. So no other requirements are there. You can start any startup. Like if you are willing to start any industries, you need to take the permission of the pollution board and the surrounding police and all. But if you are willing to start any startup of our kind, you don't need much like this pollution, those kind of permissions. So just you can directly apply for the government. So the government will ask just what is your idea, and you need to have a partnership deed. So partnership deed is the thing where like suppose you have four partners. So what are the rules and regulations? So what are the responsibilities of each and every partner? What they need to do, and how much salary each will take, and who will bear expenses, who will be the signing authority. So you need to have this partnership deed where all the details are there. So whenever you are doing this partnership deed, you need to take some legal help, because there might be some things which we might not know. So there may be things like some partner may leave the company and he may not bear the loss. If you won't write that thing in the partnership deed, you don't have right to ask that. So partnership deed is the main thing while starting a startup. Once you prepare the partnership deed, you can approach any these consultancies, and if you give your Aadhaar card, PAN card, and this partnership deed, they will register your company. And the company registration will cost you around 5 to 10,000, not more than that. People may think like we need to invest lakhs and all, but there is a lack of awareness among the people. This is the thing.
It's a second.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Just a minute. Can you share the consultant name also? Where the address and one more thing is they need to register now about the firm, the name of the startup. Is there any registration first?
I didn't get you, sir. Can you repeat?
First, they need to register. Na, there is a registration office. The
Yeah,
name of
like
the startup should be registered.
yeah, name of the startup, like with the name only, everything will be registered. But if you
Ah,
want any IPO for your name, it will
ah,
be costing you much. It will be around 30 to 50,000. If you want, what can I say, tag for your name, and it cannot be used by any others. So
yeah,
in the
power of
initial stages,
attorney. Ah,
yeah, power of attorney. The initial stages, it might not be needed. Once you are settled in the market, you can apply for IPO. But if you have enough investment, you can apply. That's not a issue. You can apply IPO for your logo and company name. But I feel that in the initial stage, it's not required because every rupee of investment is plays crucial role in the development of the company in the initial stages. So you need to consider that point. And like Sir asked for a consultancy name, there is a Sri Sai services named in Amirpet. So if we go to that Sri Sai services, so they will tell you the documents required and what are the documents. And one more thing is like office is compulsory if you want to register. So you need to give a office address when you are registering for the firm. And for office address, like if you are using some rented building or someone's building, you need to have a rental agreement. So with that in the rental agreement, you need to have a deed with the owner that they are establishing a company, and I am okay with that, and we are giving the house for 5 years or 10 years like that. Any more doubts, Jayant?
No, sir. Clear, sir.
Yeah.
okay. Anybody, any others?
So like main this partnership did plays a crucial role while running the company, and you guys need to be much aware about it, where preparation, and you need to be more critical while writing the points. Each and every point matters, and how you write it also matters. If you have a point and if you don't have exact rule, suppose you may say that no person should leave the company within 1 year, so that won't be enough. You need to write if a person leaves, these are the consequences. These are the things. These are the things. This is the penalty. So you should write all those things, and you will face a lot of financial things while starting a startup because you are just a graduate. You won't be having enough money, and whenever you are doing the activities, you need to invest some amount in one or the other place. So for that, you need the funding. So whatever the things you are planning, you need to plan with respect to the funds which are available with you. So that's the main thing which you need to be noted. And even I want to give you some career tips. Like people may be thinking that we are in third year. Why we need to think in final year we will think about the job. That's the mindset basically everyone will have. We will enjoy for 1 year and we will look for the job opportunities in the fourth year, second semester. But if you see the reality, that's not the thing. So what you need to do is like one simple thing is like you people might be aware of the companies for the mechanical. Suppose you have Mahindra and Mahindra or Saint Limited or Tata Aerospace. What the simple thing what you need to do is like just open the website and go to the careers. If you go to the careers of that website, there will be a description, job description. With that, you need to think. Like I will show you a thing now. Suppose I will open the Saint Careers. I'm not getting the exact mechanical role here. Both IT, EC, and all roles are combined. So Let's take this example. So what is the job description? Here they are asking that product development projects and changes to existing product conduct in compliance with quality system regulations. So I think most of the people you might not have encountered these things: ISO 13485, ISO 14981, and say design history files, technical files. So all these things might be new to you. DFMEA, risk management reports. So if you like, what you need to do is like you need to check the careers of the websites. Like suppose you want to join, like if many people will have goal like I want to pursue my career in so and so company like that. So if you have so, what you need to do is like in the third year itself, you need to check the careers of that company, and with respect to that, you need to check the job description as I have shown you. And with respect to that, you need to learn the skills. The skills which you are learning in the academics is not sufficient. If you see there are some quality regulations of ISO 98765 something else and risk management plan DFMEA, those things won't be in your regular academics. So what you need to do is like you need to check that careers and you need to get updated as per the industry standards. So industry is expecting different thing and what you are learning is different. So parallelly, you need to learn your academic skills and you need to develop the industry requirements. So if you follow these careers and if you can learn after your graduation, you can get a good job and even if even like if you get to know what are the industry requirements, even if you want to establish a startup with the requirements, you can establish a startup because here you are getting awareness about the market. Because if some company is asking for so and so engineers for recruitment, what does that mean? There is a market for that. If there is a market only, the companies will be recruiting those engineers. If there is a market, you can establish your startup with the same same motto and same vision and mission, so that you can survive with the market. So this is the thing. If you have any questions, you can ask me.
So I think uh, we are closing the session. Any doubts, dear participants? Now this is the time to propose a vote of thanks. I request Mr. Raghu, the assistant professor, to propose a vote of thanks.
Okay. Good evening, my dear faculty and HOD sir. I am B. Raghu, assistant professor from mechanical department. I am specially thanking the management and the principal sir for organizing this session and thanking Mr. Saikiran Garu for spending his valuable
Yeah,
time for us, for our student as well as for us.